What's the word? It's your dog, Art Man. And we're back with another boxing conversation. It's Saturday morning. Got this cat, man. This motherfucker just be doing shit. Like, who told him to just jump on my shit, bro? Look at this shit. I just got this cat for my daughter, too. This motherfucker just... Is it raining outside? That's why you acting crazy? No. It's popping, though. Wait till my people tune in before we start cooking, though. Shout out to my dude, Big Soldier Mix. He said, what's up, Art? Shit, not much, man. Nothing much. Not much about to roll up, though. Said niggas still hating on Dev. Of course they still hating on Dev, man. I had to clarify because these jackass, they go post some video of Devin hitting the bag. Motherfucker was barely even pushing the bag for real. He was like, you know, when you like taking it easy on the bag because you're working on certain techniques, and niggas is like, oh no, Devin's trying to put his all into the bag. He has no power. He's allergic to power. These goofy ass niggas say some stupid shit like that. And you know, be pissing me off too, because I be thinking to myself, like, hold on. Who the fuck are you niggas? Can y'all even fight? Have y'all even hit the bag? Have you ever been punched before? What's up with y'all? What y'all know about some boxing, right? And it made me realize, like, a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. A lot of these guys never even threw a punch, don't even know how to throw a punch. See me, I ain't walking around this bitch saying I'm a boxer or anything, but niggas see me, they know I can fight. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about when I'm saying, oh, you got to throw a left hook or right hook to the body or jab, 1-2 down the middle, 1-2-3. I know what the fuck I'm talking about because I've trained in this shit before. These fans, they never did that shit. Some of these niggas be young as shit, born in 2007 and shit, trying to talk some boxing, like, bro. And I'm not saying you can't be young and talk boxing, but I'm saying, like, nigga, your nuts haven't even dropped yet before you can talk about what a nigga's doing in the ring. What have you done, motherfucker? Straight up. But yeah, a lot of folks, they hating on Dev. But Dev, he shouldn't be worried about the hate because that's going to come. It comes with everybody, man, in this boxing shit, dude. They're going to hate on you, especially when you're great. All Dev got to do is just go in there and fucking work. And that's what I'm happy for. I'm happy to see that he actually has a fight lined up in his 2 weeks. I don't care if he's the main event. I don't care if he's the second. I don't care if he's the undercard. I don't give a fuck. As long as Devin Haney's going out there and shaking off that ring rust so he can come back in that rematch and decapitate Ryan Garcia, I'm all for it. So I'm all for it. My bro said, watching from the b-ball court, I'm going to get a bucket for you, gang. Niggas playing basketball. Hey, shout out to my folks in the chat, man. Shout out to my dude, though. Shout out to my dude, Hassan. He said, if I was Devin, I'll laugh at the goofy hate. That's what I said from the jump. I'm like, bro, all you can do is just accept the hate. Just accept the hate. Don't let the shit fucking change you. All you should do is just keep it pushing. Because all you got to do is just box. You go in there and whip Ramirez's ass. What are they going to say? Oh, well. They gonna say, well, who gives a fuck? You're still getting your money, and you're still about to get the rematch that you wanted. So go in there and whoop Ryan Garcia's ass, Ramirez's ass, and show the world that you bout it, nigga. That's all you gotta do. Straight up. These niggas is millionaires. Niggas is millionaires. What the fuck you worry about these some account that got 3 fucking followers on, nigga? Bro. And that's something the young I I always gotta criticize, the younger fighters. Folks be like, oh, you don't criticize Devin Haney. I criticize Devin Haney. Because I tell him straight up, like, bro, don't let the social media get to your head, bro. Oh, you trying to sue, bro, and all this shit. Nigga, don't let these niggas get to your fucking head, bro. Because these fans so fickle, they gonna tweet about the next shit. Bro, you think these niggas was rocking with Ryan Garcia 2 years ago? Hell no. Bro, Ryan Garcia was getting clowned on the net. He was known as a cheat, a fucking quitter. And see how quickly they changed and start rocking with him, bro. It's like these fans, they blow wherever the fucking wind goes, man. Straight up. Said if he wins, they're gonna blame it on Snack. Yeah, blame Snack. Tio trying to act like he's untouched, but Dev handles leftovers real undisputed. Yeah. I'm definitely getting to that. See, Tio, he's crazy, man. Matter of fact, let me let that video play. That's just wild. I seen a little clip. I ain't seen none of those interviews, but I seen clips. I'm gonna fuck around and play that shit today, though, just to peep it. I've been busy. I took the fam out to watch Sinners last night. Great movie.
In case they lost, that's how I truly set up. In case they lost, that's how I truly feel. What rubs me the wrong way is how his brother knew that I was going to test how could you positive. How do you know? How do you know? How can we set it up? How do you know? He said he had a dream. How do you know, though? How do you know? Nobody wants to answer that question. How do you know? He didn't know. I the shit that the fact that when you guys aired it out, ESPN, you're with ESPN. Though, right? But that was quick. That was quick for them to announce the fact that he was popped on. I live in LA. I went to the headquarters. You said I was in Connecticut. You don't know what you're talking about. No matter what it was, headquarters. No matter what it was, but the main headquarters in Connecticut. I went to the one in LA. I thought you was gonna be in the main one. My bad. No, I didn't. I was in LA.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Tio.
They aired it out the same fucking day. ESPN. And the only reason why ESPN now is putting the undisputed thing now is because they leave it Top Rank and we can sue them for defamation. For what? The fact that I became undisputed against Lomachenko. You're delusional. You're delusional. Winner takes all.
Hey, Tio is really like crazy. I think something's really wrong with Tio. I think Kambosos knocked his screws loose now. Because this nigga talking about some Top Rank set them up. Nigga, shut the fuck up, bro. Defamation, nigga. Shut your goofy ass up. This nigga don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Said Haney could be Ramirez off the basic alone. That's what I'm saying. It's easy work. But who knows? He got to get the ring rust off. First couple rounds gonna be shaky for Haney versus Ramirez. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be shaky because you got to get that ring rust off. But I feel like after like round 3, 4, he's gonna be back to the same old Haney that we know. He's gonna be back to the same Haney that we know. Said Ryan Chill because the PEDS gone open workout. Ryan Garcia looks smaller. He did, and a lot of people noticed that. A lot of people did notice that. Said Tio, the same man that asked for 20 million. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. And then he wants to try to sidebar the conversation, try to join in Ryan. And that's what I don't like, because Ryan and Haney was about to get into it. Then here this goofy ass nigga get to talking. Oh, whoa. Nigga, what are you talking about, bro? You lost to Kambosos. Tio can't talk about nobody because he lost to fucking Kambosos. Let's be real. And not Big Soldier. I didn't see the cigar talk. I didn't see none of them interviews. And somebody told me today during the rematch for Haney versus Garcia too, if Haney doesn't knock out Garcia, then that's not a respectable win. They're already prepping themselves, y'all. They're prepping themselves to accept Ryan Garcia is not going to look the same in a rematch, bro. Said boxing heat up. Shakur versus Cepeda, Tank versus Roach, Keyshawn versus Edwin De Los Santos. Summer's lit. Oh yeah, we lit this summer. We lit this summer. That Shakur versus Cepeda fight, man. I can't wait for that shit because I don't know what's up with boxing fans, bro. When did Cepeda become this elite fighter? They're saying, oh, Shakur's gonna get exposed and all this shit. I'm like, bro, what? Hey, so be it. So be it. If y'all believe it, just put your money where your mouth's at. I'm not betting nobody on this app. I'll fuck around and just take my bet to fucking sporting apps or some shit because there's no way y'all really believe this nigga Cepeda is gonna win this fight for real, for real. Y'all not putting your money on it. There's no way. Cepeda dumpster juice. They better test him for the juice. And you know, my dude, Big Soldier Mix. You know what I'm thinking too? I'm not gonna lie. And they're gonna say, "Oh, you guys making excuses and all this shit." Bro, Shakur Stevenson, he definitely did bow down to get this fight made. He definitely did bow down. And when you do the bow down and shit like that because you're desperate, that means you would accept anything. And I wouldn't be surprised if the drug testing in that fight is not what we think it's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if the drug testing is absent because I didn't really hear too much drug testing for some big fights that we just recently seen for real, for real. And I didn't hear no drug testing for the Zepeda versus Farmer fight. So it is what it is. Said Ryan didn't get the KO. Yeah, niggas is saying that Ryan is gonna KO Haney and Ryan knocked out Devin Haney in the first fight. All this stupid ass shit. But they're saying that yeah, if Devin Haney doesn't knock out Ryan Garcia, it's not a respectable win. I'm just debating somebody on Twitter about this shit now, and I'm like, dog, it's like you're prepping yourself because like look, these guys call themselves giving Haney fake ass advice. Now, if he goes in there and do exactly what they say, which is, oh, just avoid the left hook. If he goes in there and avoid the left hook and outclass Ryan Garcia, what are they gonna say? Oh, well, the fight was boring. I thought y'all said he should just avoid the fucking left hook. So if he goes in there and avoids that shit and outclass Ryan Garcia like he was in the fight, in the rounds that he wasn't getting knocked down in, they're gonna sit there and make an excuse and say, oh, well, Haney was afraid to engage or some bullshit. So how do you feel about Kid Austin ducking Abdullah Mason? Man, Golden Boy, they looking at their contract like, when does it expire with this goofy ass nigga? I'm pretty sure they're getting ready to get rid of Schofield. Schofield, they fucked up. That shit, I don't care what nobody say, man. That shit with Shakur Stevenson when they pulled out the fight, that is not a good look. It's not a good look. And if I was in the business of boxing, I would not be looking at these guys to make any fights with them at all. And if I did make a fight with them, I would definitely put a clause in the contract that if these guys pull out for any reason, they would owe us $1 million fucking dollars. Straight up. Kid Austin, man. I can't believe this shit, bro. They talk for years, they talk shit about Bill Haney and Dev and prop up these goofy ass niggas, and here they are making a mockery of the fucking sport. Oh, I'm sick. These niggas was in the fuck, bro. They had this nigga in a hospital bed with a motherfucking tube in his mouth. No, I don't know if the tube was in his mouth. They had this nigga in a hospital bed playing fucking gospel songs. The fuck, what's wrong with these niggas, man? I wouldn't do no deals with these guys at all. Said, is this fight on tonight? There's some fight on tonight. Not the fight between Rolly and that fight's in 2 weeks. Rolly and Tank and Haney Garcia. I mean Haney Ramirez. That's in 2 weeks. Well, for now, we just talking about it because they say, "Oh, you guys don't talk about this fight. All you guys talk about is Tank versus Roach." They want us to forget the Tank versus Roach fight so damn bad. Why you guys ain't talking about Haney and Ramirez? You guys should be talking about that, not Tank versus Roach. Nigga, shut the fuck up, man. He said Mama Schofield was tripping. And this nigga on tape beating up the chicks and shit. Like, bro, this nigga's out of pocket. He out of pocket, man. Said Dev. I heard Dev gonna have 3 fights with Ryan, aka a trilogy. Yeah, Dev gonna win 2-1. It's really gonna be 2-0 because Ryan didn't win the first fight. And they folks hate when we say that Ryan did not win the first fight because rules are rules Like they say, rules are rules, nigga. Shouldn't been sticking the needles in his ass or his arm. Said Conwell fight tonight. Yeah, Conwell is fighting tonight. Boy, they keeping these black fighters in the background on Golden Boy. He said Art Man doing the Wiz Khalifa laugh. Nah, this should just be funny to me, man. A lot of people be thinking I'd be on the timeline mad and crying and sad and angry and shit. Nah, that's not me, man. I smoke too much weed to be fucking mad and angry and bullshit like that. I really just be laughing at shit. I laugh at that shit. That should be funny as hell. Senior said, yeah, one thing I was laughing at is Senior saying niggas getting 2.5 million to fight Abdullah Mason. Like, bro, you niggas done lost y'all fucking mind, bro. These niggas about to be fighting on BLK Prime for $30,000, nigga. Said Demon Kennedy, Ryan is trash. Ryan is trash. And fans forgot that. Fans really forgot Ryan is trash, bro. But you know what it is, though? I think it's because they view Haney as an elite fighter. So when Ryan got over on him, they're like, oh, well, Ryan must be good because look what he was able to do to Devin Haney, who's known for being this good. But I'm here to remind niggas, Ryan is trash, and he always been trash. Did y'all forget? Niggas talking about Haney ain't putting his hands up. Ryan hits the bag and leaves his fucking head up, square in the fucking center. Did we forget that shit? Did we forget that Ryan Garcia, this nigga is known for quitting? Did we forget that Ryan Garcia got dropped by Luke Campbell? A guy that's not even known for being a puncher? A guy who has less KOs than Devin Haney? Said Derek and Eddie Reynoso can't help Ryan. Man, Derek James, man, that nigga's a fucking coon, man. Fuck Derek James for real. I'm glad niggas see him for what it is, bro. And I don't like media, because media ain't asking Derek James no fucking questions, bro. For real, for real. Niggas ain't asking, hey man, did you notice that Ryan Garcia looks very different? Are you seeing any difference between Ryan Garcia hitting the pads when he tested positive to now? Niggas not asking no real questions. Somebody needs to really like real life grill Derek James. Niggas ain't got no pressure on them. No pressure. And that's why these niggas be so comfortable doing shit. Because nobody's checking shit. The only person I've seen in media check any boxer or anybody in boxing was motherfucking Najee. And that's crazy. For him to be the only nigga checking somebody in boxing over their comments and over their actions, man, that's crazy. There should be multiple media guys asking real questions like, yo, Ryan Garcia. Now that it's you can't refute this information. You tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. Can you explain to us why did you do that? And I don't want to hear the contamination, because based off of the companies that you accused, they showed batches with the same lot number, and they tested those shits, and it came back as negative for ostarine. So that means you tampered your supplement. So can you tell me, why did you take performance enhancing drugs? Was it because Devin Haney beat you in the past in amateurs, so you wanted a competitive advantage? Is that what it is? Why nobody saying shit like that, bro? Why I gotta be the one online saying that shit in my fucking chat? Why are nobody asking the boxers? Do I have to fucking take some of my Art Man apparel money and go fucking catch a flight to New York to go ask Ryan these questions myself? Shit. I know what it is. It's these guys. This is they pay bills with this shit, so they gotta be on Ryan's good side. Coward ass niggas, man. Fucking cowards, man. Said don't forget about the other. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let's cook. Let's fucking cook. So let's fucking cook. Ryan Garcia, man. Look, a lot of people get this impression that he was just on Ostarine. Ryan just wasn't on Ostarine. Ryan tested positive for what you call again, Nandrolone, an even stronger pen. But they said through testing, it wasn't enough, and we found trace levels of Ostarine. You know why? Because the motherfucker was flushing his system out, and we seen it. That's why when Devin Haney's lawyer sent the whatever the details of the lawsuit, Ryan Garcia's original lawyer before he fired him, he could not defend Ryan Garcia using that IV like at all. That was so hard. He couldn't, bro. He didn't even mention it. He was just like, man, we're just gonna skip over that shit because one, that's a clear fucking violation. He said, what? Yeah, Ryan tested positive for Nandrolone and Ostarine, and people are forgetting this. People are forgetting this, and they're not trying to put two and two together on purpose. Ryan was caught with Nandrolone and Ostarine in his system. The reason why he was able to beat it because they said, oh, it was above a certain amount of levels of Ostarine, so we're just going to give him a pass on that. But in reality, they should have charged him with having a Nandrolone and Ostarine because this nigga was on tape using illegal IVs, which is known to help flush your system. Known to help flush your system. So yeah, so we just sitting back like, bro, fuck all that. Just, yeah, come on. Said Ryan and Derek, James, the Dream Team. Hey, so be it. If you want to believe that, bro, my brother, so be it. Said IV mission weight 3 times, FaceTime with Floyd, throwing up. Man. And then Ryan's brother, Ryan's dumbass will talk about Haney's brother, talking about some, how did he know? How did he know? What you mean, how did he know? What do you mean, how did he know? This is how the fuck he knew.
What was one thing you would change? Imagine a boxing league where you could do steroids. I think you've been in. You're saying commissioner of boxing. What was one thing you would change? Imagine a boxing league where you could do steroids. I think you've been a commissioner of boxing. What was? Imagine a
Hold up. Hold up. These niggas is dumb as fuck. I'm over tweeting this shit because it's just stupid. It's like this nigga he told y'all what he wanted, and y'all still question if he's using even with positive tests. Get the fuck out of here. Bang. Look, I smoke a lot of tree, but never question my intelligence. I'm not stupid, man. I'm starting to question you niggas, bro, for real, because it's like, how can this guy tell you all this, show you positive fucking test, and you guys are still questioning if this guy was really on performance enhancing drugs? I just got to call it out. A lot of you niggas are low-key stupid. Low-key stupid. High-key stupid. Not even low-key no more. The man says,
where you could do steroids. Commissioner of boxing. What was one thing you would change? Imagine a boxing league where you could do steroids. I think you've been in. You're saying commissioner of boxing.
Imagine a boxing where you can use steroids. Do you hear this goofy ass nigga, man? And niggas like, oh well, I don't know if he's PEDS or not because PEDS or not. Goofy ass niggas, man. They're all cold. Of course they're all cold. And I can't get mad. I can't get mad at Latinos sticking on cold for Ryan Garcia at all. The only people I really be questioning is the niggas that's riding with Ryan Garcia. Like, do y'all not see this shit? This nigga said F N-words and F Muslims, and y'all sitting here. Some of you brothers are both N-words and Muslims together, and y'all sitting here like, nah, he didn't mean me. Stupid ass niggas, man. Hold on. Let me get this guy Adrian some clout real quick. Hold on, let me get this guy Adrian some clout. He said, "I'm gonna leave you alone before y'all start protesting and suing." What are you talking about, protesting and suing? What are you talking about, protesting? Matter of fact, let me drop the link. I want one of these Ryan Garcia defenders to hop in the fucking chat and come tell me that I'm wrong. Come tell me that I'm fucking wrong. Said most of it. Yeah, that's why it's strange, because most Mexicans was calling Ryan Garcia a fake Mexican. So when he cheated cheated Haney, he's a real Mexican now? What does that say? What does that really say? That's fucked up, but what does it say? So he was a fake Mexican when he lost the take, but since he cheated, he's a real Mexican now? Damn, what y'all trying to say about Mexican culture? Is that y'all celebrate cheating? Is that what y'all saying? I want to know. Please make it make sense for me, because I'm on the outside looking in. Said, love, we run y'all. Charleston White even admitted. Nigga talking about Charleston White. Who's Charleston White? You think he's a motherfucking the leader of the black community? If Charleston White is the leader, the spokesperson for the black community, and then Ryan Garcia is the fucking spokesperson for Mexicans, how does that sound? Sounds goofy, right? Said finally caught another stream. Yeah, we here cooking up, man. It's Saturday. It's fight day. You know what I'm saying? It's fight day. So we chopping it up, man. Said Charleston White is a fucking rat. Yeah, man, Charleston White, man. We don't take that nigga seriously like that, for real. Yeah, we'll listen to some of the shit he say, but we'll take him seriously, for real. We're not putting him as the speaker of the community. Like, nah, this nigga's not Malcolm X, bro. He's not Martin Luther King. There will never be another Malcolm X. There will never be another Martin Luther King. So none of these niggas is speaking for us. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, Ryan Garcia, fake nigga. Ryan Garcia don't even speak Spanish, and y'all want to prop him up as the fucking top Mexican. Get the fuck out of here. All because he cheated. It is. Look, let me break down the history of why they feel this way. Why guys like Adrian are tweeting this today. It's like this. For years in boxing, right, we had talented Mexican fighters. But one thing, whenever they stepped against that black American, and not just any black American, the top echelon black American, their rival, whenever they step in the ring with them on an even playing field, they lose every time. They get outclassed every time. It's because the skills and the athleticism. They go in their Mexican style, like they say, Mexican style. They go in there straightforward, no defense. And the black American, they have that black American style. The American style, which is use your jab, use your legs, use your right. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, box. You know what I'm saying? They say Mexican style and American style. American style is what boxers are supposed to be doing. Boxing. Hit and not get hit. That's the point. Well, anyways, for years, they see their guys go up against one of our best, Floyd Mayweather, on their holiday, and Floyd will totally outclass them. So when they see somebody that's from America, that's young, who even was trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr., they see him get cheated. They celebrate. And they're not going to let nobody take that away from them, because years they've seen their favorite fighters get outclassed. Really think about it. Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, he lost to Floyd, and then his fucking new signee, his young guy, Canelo Alvarez, loses to the same man, but even worse. Canelo lost worse to Floyd Mayweather than Oscar De La Hoya did. And both generations had to see that. So when they see a guy like Haney get hit with a left hook by a Mexican American Ryan Garcia, they look at it as like, oh my God, we finally got us one. Oh, Dios mío, we finally got us one. Finally got it. They really looking at it on some finally got it shit. And that's why they was, bro, Maidana not even Mexican, bro, and they celebrated Maidana beating fucking AB, man. Maidana's an honorary Mexican because he beat AB, bro. Look at Charlo Castano, bro. They all celebrated Castano because he got a draw, bro. They sat there and said that, hey, man, you really beat Charlo, and we're backing you in the rematch. This nigga Castano went in there with two flags on his short, the Argentina flag and the motherfucking Mexico flag, man. Because they wanted him to beat Charlo, bro. But Charlo went in there and whooped him FBA style, nigga, with the American flag on his back. He said, nigga, this is my country. Nah, don't talk that shit now. This is my country. We here. And that's one of my favorite Charlo fights, Charlo Castano, too. Because he told him straight up, like, man, nah, y'all talking that shit. Nah, this is my country, nigga. This is my land, nigga. And he had the American flag in the press conference, like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, y'all on that type of time. I'm on this time. Boy, when Charlo whooped Castano's ass in that second fight, it was crickets. Man, don't act like I don't know what I'm talking about. Castano was FaceTiming Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo was telling him, basically, you got the pride of Mexico on your side. You got Mexico on your side to beat Charlo. Charlo went out there and cooked him. So you see today where you see Haney, you know what I'm saying? He gets cheated by Ryan Garcia. They celebrate that shit like that's the fucking Super Bowl, nigga. Bro, they talking about when would Ryan Garcia be a champion again? Ryan Garcia ain't never touched a belt ever. But they looking like that, like he won a belt. They looking at it like he won all 4 belts, nigga, beating Haney. Because it's more than just Haney versus Ryan Garcia. It's history in this shit, bro. They won. They love the fact that a Mexican American beat a Black American fighter in their prime. Straight up, man. It's a history to this shit, bro. But we got love for the real Hispanics, though. That's the thing. We have love for the real Hispanics. And they know who I'm talking about, too. The real Mexican folks in my chat and who shop Artman Apparel, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The ones that be on some bullshit, on some, they look at boxing strictly based off race. They ain't looking at it skill for skill. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about. Some of the ones that hate David Benavidez. Y'all know. Y'all know. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Said they desperate. Said salute to my dog KBG. Yeah, we out here. Said the sellout ones. Yeah, the sellout ones. Yeah. You know, we got coons in the Black community, and y'all got Mexicans. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I be seeing it. The ones that report ICE on their own family members. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Those ones. The ones that will fucking call ICE on their own fucking family members. Straight up. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. We got coons, but y'all got Mexicans. Straight up. The ones that prefer Taco Bell over the local mom and pop Mexican spot. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Nigga. Man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It says, see your gringo, he don't have papers. Go get him rapido. Yeah, they know what the fuck they talk about. Niggas getting an argument. Oh, you don't know how to speak Spanish for real. Oh, I don't know how to speak Spanish. I'm not a real Mexican. Okay. They gonna call ICE on his fucking cousin. straight up like that. Yo, what's going on?
Shit, what's going on, Art?
No, we just talking this boxing shit, man. You said why Barrios ducking boots and Norma Jr. Mexico used to be free smoke. Yeah, and that's what happened to the real warrior stand-up Mexicans. They don't duck no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Chavez Jr. I mean Chavez Sr. Niggas talk shit about him, but he wasn't ducking no wreck. Not against no black nigga. He fought Pernell Wicker, all them niggas. He wasn't scared of them niggas, man. Straight up. But you got guys like new age guys like Barrios. Well, that man been quiet ever since. You see, I'm always the judge shit got me crying. Nah, we just talking this boxing shit, man. We talk about Ryan Garcia cheating Haney and how they view that as a respectable win because he cheated. What's your thoughts on that?
Who said they reviewed it as a respectable win?
Ryan Garcia fans, they view it as a respectable win.
I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like they got to cheat us to beat us. To be honest with you, something I noticed about Latinos and especially Mexicans, they in a secret competition with black people. You know what I mean? Like just inside of boxing, and you know in every arena, they're in a secret competition with us. You know what I'm saying? We're like their measuring stick, which we didn't realize that we were in a secret competition with them.
I don't even think it's just them. I think it's a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, everybody. No, it is. It ain't just a little bit. It is though. They they cosplay us. They want to dress like us, walk like us. They even call themselves niggas now. So you know what I mean. But they if they can beat the black guy, it's like oh yeah. I don't care how it gets done. I don't care. I'm not going to unsee it. They're not real boxing fans. Like the Mexican fan base is not really like a real boxing fan base. They just don't really have nothing else. Like there's no other major sports coming from their community. There's no other, boxing. You'll never see Mexican LeBron James or like a Mexican Michael Jordan or somewhere, even any type of athleticism. Boxing, it's a fight. So, you can kind of will yourself on, you know what I mean?
You can get what?
Huh?
Like, I feel like the person they should be backing right now is Benavidez, but they're not backing him the way that
he's not a real Mexican.
See, that's crazy. See, that's some politics within their own community they got to figure out. But if I'm from the outside looking in, I'm like, man, Benavidez is the guy that y'all should be backing, not hating. And speaking of Benavidez, did y'all see that the fact that this nigga got that secondary belt now, but they were trying to make it seem like this guy. I ain't gonna lie, they fooled me. They made it seem like Benavidez was the unified email champion. Because the WBA.
Oh, I seen you post that too. I seen you post that.
Yeah, I was like, man, what the hell? Benavidez, man, I'm not gonna lie. He's an excellent fighter, but that email shit, he has to fight the champion, bro. He might just have to just wait.
But he's willing though. He's willing to fight anybody, man. You know, he looking to make the fight.
He might just have to wait. He might just have to wait. He young. He could wait. He could wait a couple more months until Bivol beats Better Beef, and then
he can. Fight. Yeah, he definitely can, and he should. But it's not gonna happen immediately after that because they're gonna say that was 3 hard fights. You know what I'm saying? I need a tune up, or I need a soft touch, or something like that. Yeah, we talking 2027 at the early.
And then that's when I'll be like, okay, niggas, that's some ducking shit. You niggas is pussy. That's when I'll say straight up because. You got to think about it. He did just have 2 tough-ass fights with Better Beef. And now they're going into a 3rd fight. That don't mean you should just take his belt off of him and give it to Benavidez because y'all ain't fight right then and there. Nah, I feel like, no, that means you should go ahead and fight one of them interim fights. And then when this fight is over, then you should holler at that Bill.
Yeah, establish yourself in the weight class. But
yeah.
He had 2 fights in the weight class?
1 fight in the weight class.
Oh, that was his only fight?
No. 2 fights.
Okay,
yeah. He fought Botchdick and then he fought Morrell. But Morrell, nigga, Morrell not even on real 175 pounder for real, and you wouldn't either. So it's like he should be trying to fight niggas like Caleb Smith and motherfucking Anthony Yard.
Yeah. I say I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree
That's
with
the nigga.
What is Yard doing though? I ain't heard Yard name much.
I don't know. That nigga just living his life, getting money, fucking with these hoes and shit. exercising.
Now, how you know he's doing
I follow him on
yeah.
Instagram. I'm talking shit. I follow him on Instagram. I'm talking shit though. But nah, he just been doing this thing, fighting. He fought like some cans and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I think he's promotionally homeless right now.
Oh,
that
well, he got a big UK fan base. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's like that.
He should be. I mean, they rabid boxing fans too. They go crazy about boxing. Boxing is like one of their major sports over there.
I always said Yard, he should have just came to the States. I think he should
what though?
And just got linked with a trainer here. Or not even just ditch his trainer, but just add a trainer here to his corner and just work with the brothers down here.
I say he should have.
He got the athleticism. He got the power.
Sugar Hill be over there all the time. That would have been perfect.
You think if he would have got with Sugar Hill?
Yeah, but he needs to refine his style though. Like it is
too
what
late.
it is.
It's too late now.
It ain't really no fixing.
It's too late. Ain't no fixing that shit. But yeah, I can see. I want to see him versus Benavidez. I want to see Benavidez versus Caleb Smith. But I don't want to see a belt attached to it. I want to see an interim belt attached to it, but not no full world title. Because y'all started this email championship, so we just got to keep that same energy. When Devin Haney got his belt and Charlo got his belt, y'all start calling niggas email champions. So by default, you got to call Benavidez an email champ. But that's not his fault, though. That's not his fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not his fault.
Yeah, ain't nothing he can do about that. Yeah, you know what I mean. But he showed posing with that motherfucker.
Man, I see the pictures. Bro, they fooled me, man. I thought they said this nigga had 2 belts, 2 unified belts through the email. I was gonna say, hell no, hell no. But yeah, good fight.
No, yeah, you did say that too. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, yeah.
But
no, I mean, my thing is that he willing to fight anybody. It's these sanctioning bodies. They gonna get that belt on somebody because they want to get that money. So they email you a belt, mail it, FedEx, Amazon, package that motherfucker, anything to you.
You said email like Boots, but Boots unified now.
Yeah, he put his work in here.
Yeah, you see Boots looking like the new Roy?
Knock it off, man.
You gotta keep it 1,000 though. The athleticism is there.
It ain't nothing like Roy though. Roy was jumping, literally leaving the feet with hooks, jumping off. That was something.
And you think Boots can't do? You think Boots can't do that?
He ain't doing it. Do it then. I mean, if you want to give him the Roy moniker,
that type of shit gets you fucked up out here. If you ain't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it was so spectacular when you throwing 5 and 6 left hooks. You leading with left hooks.
But you got somebody that can go up to you. He's so athletic. He can do some slow motion shit, slip a punch real fast, and then hit you with an uppercut. Nigga, if a nigga Boots, that's what he did to Villa. He was on some like.
Roy Jones had both his hands behind his back on the rope.
Real Matrix shit.
Yeah, like he was in the Matrix actually.
Man, they talk about Lomachenko being the Matrix. Nah, that Matrix title should have been for the niggas like Roy, Mike Tyson, and shit like that. Like niggas that can fucking slip a punch, dodge it. You know what I'm saying?
Both
real
hands
quick and look you in your eye while doing it.
Yeah, knocking motherfuckers out with body shots, one punch, body shots after he done had his hands behind, both hands down, jumping across the
like this, and then jumping over. Like, come on, man.
Playing basketball, playing in a professional basketball game in the same day. Then later on that day, taking the fight after he had to weigh in. Man, come on, man. Roy was a super athlete. But that was his downfall too.
Speaking of Roy, he spoke on the Haney versus Garcia situation.
When?
And a lot of people don't like his comments. Now they attacking Roy. They digging up Roy's path. I'm gonna read it word for word. Roy Jones said about the Haney Garcia fight. He said, if you were on steroids and didn't knock him out, how are you gonna beat him when you're not illegal?
I agree. Roy always be on cold though. Yeah, right. I agree.
I would say always. Man,
I really ain't never heard Roy cooning. Cause I'm gonna say something. I would have said Roy was cooning right there.
But yeah, he said Yeah, but basically he spoke on the fight. He said, yeah, like, Ryan Garcia, and it goes back to what I said a couple days early. Ryan Garcia, right? You had all these advantages, bro. Not just the PEDS. You were overweight fighting against somebody who is struggling to make the weight. He fought at the weight, what? 2 times and already jumped up to a different weight class. So you fought a nigga that was struggling to make the weight class while you had every advantage. Them last 3 pounds of cutting down, bro. These fans don't know nothing about that shit because most of these niggas be fat eating chips and fucking eating all types of shit. They don't know nothing about fucking cutting weight or none of that. Been in any type of sport for real. So they don't know that shit. So when you're cutting that last 3 pounds, man, that shit really be the motherfucker killer because it's like you already feel like, man, I'm already there. In your head, you're already there. But your body, like in that scale, like, nigga, you're not all the way there. You're gonna have to do something a little bit extra. Brian, he didn't sacrifice like that, like a real professional. He didn't sacrifice. He said, fuck that. I'm gonna come in overweight. And he didn't be the man about it. He didn't call Devin Haney's team like 10 days in advance, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. We might not make the weight. What can we talk about negotiating this shit for real, for real? This little last minute, oh well. Cause he knows last minute a nigga not gonna say no. Because if you say no, nigga, there you go. That's all our revenue. We all lost the money. So he put Devin, in a compromising position. And Devin accepted. But Devin was under the impression that this guy was going to go in there just a little bit more heavy. He didn't think this nigga was going to be on performance-enhancing drugs. Ryan was on a combination of being overweight, fighting a guy who's struggling to make the weight. You're on nandrolone and ostarine. Nandrolone and ostarine.
Oh, see, I didn't know about the second. I know about the ostarine.
Nandrolone, you mean?
Yeah, I didn't know about the nandrolone shit.
Yeah, look, because media is not going to spin this shit. They're not going to say it. I'ma say it because I ain't no dummy. And I work in healthcare. I understand some of this shit right here. This guy, he tested positive for nandrolone and ostarine, but they said that because of the nandrolone levels at a certain level, they're going to give him a pass. But then again, he's on tape using illegal IVs, which is known to help you fucking flush that shit out of your fucking system. Reason why he was only caught with a certain amount of ostarine left in the system that was still above the motherfucking allowed limit. And his lawyers knew this, and the commission know this. They know if you get caught with any of this shit in your system at all, that means you was probably taking this shit, cycling, and you tried to cut this shit off, but you got caught last minute. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. But anyways, you went in there with all these advantages, bro, a combination of all this shit, and you still couldn't knock him out. You couldn't knock him out. And that really got me thinking, like, bro, how ass is this nigga, bro? Imagine Roy Jones Jr. was on ostarine and nandrolone fighting against somebody that was drained.
It would have been a massacre.
It would have been a fucking massacre. Imagine if motherfucking Floyd Mayweather was able to fucking retain that same muscle and speed and power that he had fighting at 135, fighting at 154 or 147. He was on ostarine and nandrolone. You think Floyd would be the same? You think Floyd would just be outboxing niggas? No, he'll be knocking niggas out same way he was knocking niggas out at 135. And people don't push it in context. They don't understand this shit. Nigga was on unnatural shit that gave him an unnatural advantage, and he was unable to get the job done. He had a close fight.
And then he celebrated for that.
Celebrated.
I don't even know. That ain't even reality. These people are just completely unreasonable. They just suckers. Like, they're just dirtbags for real. Like, I don't even like they conducting themselves with no honor and no integrity. You don't celebrate the guy like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't celebrate a guy like that, a cheating ass weirdo. Like, I just don't understand it, man. I don't.
Nigga, if you ask the right person, they'll tell you Margarito didn't cheat.
Well, Margarito got caught cheating.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out RIP to what's his name? Oh man, what's the trainer that caught him? Nassim.
Yeah.
Huh?
Brother Nassim.
Brother Nassim. RIP to Brother Nassim. He knew that there's some dirty shit going on in boxing. Hell yeah, they caught him. Hell yeah, they caught him. They caught his ass. He had them dirty raps. Shout out to him. He know. Listen, man. You ever had your hands wrapped before? Even if you didn't, you done wrap your own hands. You know
of course, nigga. I ain't hitting the bag with my fucking bare ass hands.
Right. Right. So you know what's going in your glove. That was outrageous that he would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that he would do that.
Shit. Whoa,
Plaster,
like
man.
A cast.
Yeah, a cast. Like that was outrageous that he would do that, man. You can't have nothing in there like that, man. Like that shit was outrageous that he would.
No, I ain't gonna say too much on YouTube, but let's just say, nigga, something would happen to him outside the ring.
Kodo didn't want to do something to him. Kodo, he took that shit serious, but he couldn't prove it. He couldn't do nothing about it.
Bro, you know what I don't like about these niggas, man, they try to clown Devin Haney, say, oh, Devin Haney suing on this. Bro, Kodo was literally in tears crying about this shit, talking about this shit on film. And I get it because it's sad. Nigga, you got a career and somebody goes in there and cheats you, bro. Like, and niggas is looking at it like, oh, nigga, you're making excuses. How would you feel? That shit hurt your feelings. But then this is boxing. See, the PEDS shit, that's different. But putting PEDS, fucking, what's that shit called? Plaster? Putting that shit on your hands? Hell no, man.
That shit hard as fuck. You ever broke a hand or had somebody with a broken hand around you? That plaster.
I felt that shit.
That shit hard as fuck. Yeah, that shit hard as fuck. But I had a cast on my hand. I broke my hand. Man, that shit was hard.
Imagine boxing a nigga
bumping into the shit and everything. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was, you couldn't wait for that shit to get off. Imagine you going 12 rounds with this professional trained killer and he got a weapon in his glove. Come on, man. Like, come on.
I did his ass like fucking that old man did Nino Brown at the end of the movie.
Who?
The old man off Nino.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you can't do that.
Straight up put some plaster on my shit.
And I'm gonna be real too. I'm gonna be real too. Now I'm gonna say this. Now we see cheating all the time, but I noticed that this should be really prevalent with the Latino boxers. Like,
you think it's an alarming rate where people have to question it? Is this something that's being taught in the gyms? Is that what you're implying?
Well, the trainer got to be in on it. For one, look at.
So what do you think about Derrick James then? You think Derrick James in on it?
What in on that? Could be. I mean, like I mean, you know your guy. You see him every day. Now, is he giving it to him? I don't know. Is this something that he's been doing before he was with Derrick James?
Let me ask you. If you were Derrick James, right? Let's say you're Derrick James, and if it was your job to train this guy, and you're training him, and you like, damn, this nigga this nigga was trash when he came into my gym, but he ended up getting this big ass win. Listening to me, and then it was revealed that he's on PEDS, and then he spiraled and say some bunch of racist shit. What would you do?
I wouldn't fuck with it. I just can't do that, bro. I just can't. The type of person I am, I'm like a real hard, difficult person. Like, once you do some cross me shit, like, bro, it'd be hard for you to get back in my good grace. You done did some outrageous shit like that.
You wouldn't play that. Oh, I ain't listen too much to the internet shit. You wouldn't play that. You wouldn't play that.
Well, he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? He said what he said. I hate niggers. Kill the niggers and dig them up again and all. Man, that's on his heart. That come out the Mexican community. These people are notoriously anti-black. You know, they never beat those allegations. It ain't never, oh no, some of us. Now they used to say, no, we're not like that. Now it's some of us are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could I every day work with you and you know, I know that you are racist.
And you feel this way about me? Money.
Yeah. Now I can work, like I work with racist people at my job. It's just, you know, it's a business. You know what I mean?
It's more covert than it is open.
Yeah, it's not open, and I'm not like, as your trainer, I gotta babysit you. I gotta wipe the sweat off your face. I gotta be intimate with you. I gotta save your life in there if you get in a bad situation. I gotta be more. I'm like a father figure. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of reminds me of what's his face? What's that guy's name? Who's now Clarissa Shields' coach? I forgot his name, Jackson something.
Yeah, with Kovalev.
Kovalev. After that Kovalev shit, you know he left Kovalev.
Yeah, he left Kovalev. He got that last check, but he ain't like that. He ain't no coon.
Yeah,
he ain't on that shit. Huh?
So he got up out of there.
Yeah, you can't. I can't sit with you. I ain't gonna lie. I can't sit with no. I don't even like being around them, bro. To be honest with you, like even in regular every day, because all of them like that. They got a weird thing about black people.
hold on. Said Derek James needs to put NyQuil in his water October to make real shit.
Hell no.
Real shit. So you said Derek James got to play some spook that sat by the door type shit. Real shit.
Information. No, I think Haney can beat him straight up. If everybody come in straight up, this the thing, right? After the fight, Ryan got full credit for that win. He was on a tour. He was on places that boxers don't even go. He was on all types of shows. He was with Coach Prime, you know, and invited him out to Colorado. And black people ain't racist, and we dominate boxing. So if a Mexican get a win or something, and you keeping it boxing,
and it's perceived as a fair win, we gonna support it. That's why they trying to say, oh, only black folks and stuff like Benavidez. Nah, we just support people who keeping it 100.
Benavidez done said some racist shit. I like him, but I like him in the ring. But he cornball to me. Like all them guys, like them, once you start acting like him.
But niggas fuck with Benavidez. Niggas not saying they don't rock with Benavidez. Niggas fuck with Benavidez. Overall,
motherfuckers ain't like that.
Outside of Vovo, niggas rock with Benavidez.
Yeah, I rock with him in the ring, but I don't like
and outside.
Huh?
And outside. Niggas fuck with him outside. He ain't never did it on us. I ain't never seen it.
What?
Benavidez stepped the line or anything like that. The only thing I've seen from Benavidez is him doing something that I do. He said that he was picking Ocampo over Errol Spence because Ocampo's Mexican. And I'm like, hey, I get it.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
I get it. And I respect it. That's what you want. That's what you want.
He ain't even Mexican.
He's Mexican American. Said, Cap never said no Mexican. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never heard him say nothing like that. He's good at
Mike Tyson gave him the moniker of Mexican Monster. Because Mike Tyson don't know what he is. The guy walks into the ring with like 3 flags. They don't celebrate him in Mexico. They don't celebrate him.
That should, and I feel like some of that should be holding him back from the Canelo fight.
What? No, Canelo just don't want to do nothing with him. That's all that is.
I think they'll fight one day.
I don't think so. I think Canelo the guy too big. I'm too long in the tooth. He gonna cook Canelo, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was Canelo, I'll push this fight out as long as I could, and then fight him at a weight class that's gonna be super compromising, and motherfucking put a slap of rehydration clause on him. Like fight him at like 168, 169, and then say you can't weigh higher than 172 or 171 on fight night.
If that's the case, you might as well make him just come all the way down here to 168, and just make it a super middleweight fight.
And slap a rehydration clause on him.
Yeah,
he might not be going for no 168 right now. That's way too small. So that's why I'm trying to throw it in the middle, like 171, 170, 169 type shit, 0.5, some shit. Right in the dead middle.
Yeah, like
straight up. That's because you gotta really think about it. These fighters we're boxing fans. We look at this shit like, oh yeah, I want to see this fight. But these niggas, they be thinking about their health, bro. Do you see
it's dangerous.
how big this nigga Benavidez is, bro? Morrell's big, and he looked big as fuck against Morrell. So I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, and then look at Canelo. Canelo is stocky, big, like, wide, broad shoulders. You know what I'm saying? But he's not like big, like as physically big as Benavidez, bro. You know the difference, bro. They can weigh 168, but his Benavidez 168 is a different 168 than Canelo's 168.
But here's the problem with that argument. When Canelo's stepping out there actively trying to make cruiserweight fights, no. He was trying to cherry pick the African dude at cruiserweight. That's 200 pounds.
He's gonna make that nigga come down to 190, I bet.
You said what? He was gonna make him come down to 190.
Yep.
And that wouldn't have been a true
that was before
fight.
Bridgerweight.
Yeah, you right too. He probably would have did some shit like that, and the dude would have took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have.
Type of money he would have got. He would have to feed his village for years.
That's
really did. That's why he was all smiles. He was all smiles.
Oh my God. Oh God.
That shit.
Oh God.
He definitely would have did it. But that Bivol fight crushed the dreams. Just like that Roach. Bro, 2 fights in boxing had to happen. It just had to happen. Shout out to the boxing gods. Canelo versus Bivol and motherfucking Roach versus Tank. The reason why, prior to those fights, nigga, them guys was on like higher to the ceiling, and they were gonna go in directions that was not in the way we wanted. The Roach versus Tank shit. There's real reports saying that Tank was going to fight Jake Paul, bro. Jake fucking Paul.
No, I looked into that. They was gonna do like an exhibition type of situation.
It don't even matter, because the fact that you're gonna even try to fight a nigga like that and say Devin Haney and them niggas is too big, you really a 130 pounder, or really a 126 pounder.
That wasn't gonna be a real fight. That was gonna be like the Mike Tyson fight. That shit wasn't real. They
But it's the fact that you're in your prime. You're in your prime, and you're gonna go out there and do some shit like that instead of
I would have went and got that Jake Paul bag, to be honest with you, because Jake Paul brings a certain fan base that don't care about boxing. They dick riders.
And that's why some people feel that way, and that's cool. But my opinion as a boxing supporter, I don't want to see boxers in their prime not fight the guys that I've been seeing these guys come up with for years.
Yeah.
Then go out and fight somebody like Jake Paul. Make a lame excuse like, oh, Devin Haney too big. They too big to fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't fight at 140. But then turn around and try to fight this clown nigga at like 160 or some shit like that.
But if he he ain't making no 160 for sure. He ain't making no 160. Man, he ain't making no 160. It'll be like the Mayweather and his brother fight. It'll be 30, 40.
Ali did an exhibition.
But
he also had these names on his resume.
Yeah, but just because
he don't have none of them guys on his resume, I can see if Tank already beat the Devin Haneys and beat the Shakur Stevensons and beat these guys already, then he go out and do some shit like that. That's cool. I ain't tripping. And then again, that's his own career. He can do what he want. I'm just saying that somebody who's spending their money on boxing, who's buying pay-per-views, I ain't paying for that shit.
But just because, he still got time to fight those guys. But Haney, the Haney fight, I don't know. Everybody need to give up on that. That's not happening. He's not fighting Devin Haney. He's not going up to 147. Haney's not going back down past 147 no more. It'll never happen again. Haney will never weigh under 147 pounds. He's never going to 140 again. Tank, 147, that's too big for Tank. That means that putting him in there with boots and shit like that. That's too big for Tank. Tank is a little dude. I think 140 is too big for Tank. I say this all the time. Look at Tank on the scale. Tank don't even be having abs. Tank never was cut up or none of that kind of shit. He's slim because he's a boxer.
He was cut up at 126.
Was he?
Hell yeah.
Tank at 126.
Hell yeah. Tank had abs and all that type of shit.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where he need to be. Like 130, I think that's the height. Well, that's his like sweet spot. I think 135, he kind of a little small for that even. But he got that one hitter quitter.
Said, but Tank KO's heavyweights. That's what they were saying in the gym.
What type of heavyweight? Like what type of heavyweight is he? Just because anybody that get in the ring fast is a heavyweight.
That's what I'm saying, Bovo. Nigga, I be researching and remembering all the shit that these niggas was saying, the narratives. They said that this nigga Tank was beating niggas up that was weighing 175.
What type of 175?
Fighters in the Mayweather gym.
But I'm saying it's all types of fighters in there, all the way from the guy his first day in the gym to world champions. What type of 175? Like that's what I'm saying. Like what is it? Is it a guy with 3 fights and he's struggling in the 3 fights? You know what I'm saying? Like what type of let's be clear, Tank a high level nigga.
That's what they saying though. You know what I'm saying? That's what his people were saying. Maybe that's just building him up.
What's his name though?
We don't know. You know what they say when sparring, ain't no telling.
Shit, everybody tell on the sparring. They say that, but everybody tell on the sparring.
Say a bunch of cans.
I ain't met nobody yet that ain't mentioned the sparring.
He was probably beating up on that. What's that nigga name? Because I seen a video. Carmel Moten beating up on this nigga too. It's his boxer name, Mama's Boy. I forgot his name. He fought Benavidez.
Yeah.
His name was Mama's Boy. He a black dude. Something. And he got his ass whooped by Carmel Moten, who's like fighting at like 130, 135.
Yeah.
And this nigga's a big ass nigga, and he fighting at like 168. He fought Benavidez at 168. So yeah, I can see some smaller guys beating up bigger guys in sparring.
Yeah, like I used to get beat up by them little small guys in sparring. This one dude named Frank, he was terrible. I mean, he was too fast. But then I'm like, you know what? I gotta just use my reach on him. He became real easy, but he kicked my ass about three times. Them guys, listen, these grown men. These are grown men. You know what I'm saying? Frank was terrible. Frank used to be beating everybody up in that bitch. He was 126. But he was a high level amateur. He was like he been in all the tournaments and all that type of shit.
Okay, so you can see that, but then it's like, okay, but they know the difference if he goes in there against a skilled pro that's bigger than him, who's gonna use his reaching advantage. That shit could have been ugly for motherfucking Tank, but it really could have been sweet for Tank. He should have went in there and he could have knocked Devin Haney out at 135 if he wasn't scared. They should have just made that fight.
They should have made that fight when they had the opportunity. That
like,
shit over.
And you could have attempted to put the nigga on a rehydration clause or something. Nigga didn't even try to negotiate shit. There's no like, you can't pull up no article where it says Devin Haney ducked Gervonta Davis. There's no article saying that they started negotiations and Devin Haney pulled out the negotiation. There's none of that. Them niggas never even initiated that shit at all. Hell no.
That's because he didn't. Haney the most easiest guy to make a fight with. Yeah, you don't really get no easier than that.
That's what I'm saying. It was no problem. And these niggas talking about some, oh, well, Tech is signed to PBC, and then he signed to one nigga that signed to two niggas that signed to three niggas. Like, bro, I ain't trying to hear all that shit.
Haney even willing to fight on the undercard of the guy that cheated him. Haney willing to travel across the world.
He's like a contractor.
Twice.
He's like a contractor.
Yeah, that's what he a professional, but he a prize fighter. That's what a prize fighter is. Like he even willing to travel twice, give you the rematch in your homeland too.
Twice.
Usually motherfuckers be like, man, we got to renegotiate in neutral territory. And last time they was playing games, you know, they playing all types of games with Haney over there and all
because
that.
Because they wanted him to be like, this nigga playing, fuck that, I'm about to move on.
Yeah, you can have the money. We can fight in your homeland, and if I win, we can do the rematch in your homeland. You know, like what? I mean, what more than what?
That's why Kambosos today, he ain't saying shit bad about Haney. You won't hear him say shit bad about Haney. Not because Haney just whooped his ass, but the fact that this nigga took the deal. This nigga gave me all this paper. Nigga, I'm still eating off that shit. They say he the highest paid journeyman.
Let me say this, right? You know,
the highest paid gatekeeper in boxing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me say this, though. In the history of boxing, Haney gonna be remembered well. When we look back on Haney's career and what Haney did, even right now, Haney is gonna be remembered well. These other guys not gonna be remembered well. The shit that T.O. doing, T.O. on his way out. He trying to drum up some activity because he on his last leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ryan is a joke. Ryan gonna be out of here too. We ain't gonna be talking about Ryan. Do you think we're gonna be talking about Ryan 5 years from now?
No.
Roll.
We probably gonna be talking about like, hot damn, this nigga was tweaking when he cheated against Haney. Now look at
and that racist shit gonna follow him until he die. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So these guys, they fucking up their legacy. Haney gonna be remembered well. Haney go to Mexico at 16 to turn pro. He's a professional. And it like
niggas don't think about that, nigga. Y'all could have been boxing, win a fight. Cartel could have stopped y'all niggas at the door and say, "Hold on, give me all y'all cheese."
Real shit. No, they kind of got a system down there. The cartel don't really mess with motherfuckers when they.
I'm talking shit. I watch too many fucking movies.
But yeah, that's just what it. Haney ain't. Haney. It just he ain't gonna get his credit right now, and I think he okay with that. He looked great, man. Right now, he looked great. To be honest,
you see him on the bag. They talking about something. He looked too thin, and not too thin. They saying he not hitting the bag with strength. He don't got no pop.
Well, that's always been the knock on him. But he just looked like he just been in the gym grinding. Like he looked like he ain't never left the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? Usually, if you used to look at it in between fights, Haney would blow up a little bit. Not crazy, but he had that little puffy face. This time, this been what, like a year since they fought?
He been on track ever since the
He's
fight.
been on track. He been on his shit.
Ever since.
I'm telling y'all, we looking at a welterweight champion in Devin Haney. Now, could he unify? It's kind of tough. You know
Here's the thing. No, I think it's gonna happen. Eventually, Boots is not gonna be in the picture.
Right.
I know everybody thinking, oh, Haney coming in the door. Well, Boots is here. I don't think Boots is gonna be in the picture by the time Haney really makes his step, because Haney, he has to fight Ramirez, and then he has to fight Ryan Garcia, and then he might have to fight Ryan Garcia again after that. Nigga, that we're looking at a year and a half. Nigga, around that time, Boots is gonna be, if he's still here, he fooling himself if he's still here at the welterweight division. So he probably gonna
unless he make some changes.
Nah, he already got the changes right now with the nutritionist. We talking about a whole year and some change. 2027, late 2027.
I was saying that about Earl. I've been saying that about Earl. He stayed there for 10 years. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
But I'm saying basically, realistically, and he might get an opportunity at 154, probably against Ortiz within a year and a half from now. So I'm sure he's not going to be in the division after that. Yeah. So Dev, 147 is going to be Devin's division. Like Money May. It might just be his division.
Yeah. Yeah. He want this too, though. He want this too. And then when you cheat me, like, he on a different level right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done went through the worst of it. Now, what he supposed to look like? He just working. These are guys that never been in the gym.
And that's what I'm saying. They said because he not fucking beating up the fucking that bag like Mike Tyson did. You know how Mike Tyson used to just bang up the fucking body, punch it back every time he hit the bag. They say basically because he ain't doing that shit, he ain't looking good.
He's drilling. He's working on drills.
And that's what I said on Twitter. And these niggas like, nah, Art man, you just being a dead fan. I'm like, oh no, I ain't talking to. I must not be talking to people who understand boxing for real, because there's no way you niggas is looking at this shit like this nigga is really going at it like he's trying to kill the bag.
Right. He looked great. They don't know what to look for. I noticed that as I started talking about boxing online. I've been talking about boxing online for like 12 years. No, about 15 years. These motherfuckers don't know even what to look for. Look at his legs. Go back and look at his legs. His legs cut up. He got them trap muscles in the leg. He looked like he cut up. He cut up. He looked like he been doing nothing but work. Nothing but work. Like he really like he always been cut up, but now he looked like he refined his body to make it. He's sharpening his sword. I say that all the time.
And he's not killing himself to make the weight either.
Well, we don't know yet. Let's be fair. We don't know what his weight is today. You know, in that video.
That video, he looked like he 147.
We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that yet.
He looked like he's 147 in that.
He looked like he around the weight though, to be honest. But we don't know that. He don't got an ounce of fat on him. Man, that guy, man, somebody like that, he gonna bounce back. You know, he gonna bounce back, and he got the tougher fight between him and Ryan. Rolly,
ain't that? How does that work? How does Ryan, the guy who's perceived as the winner, how does he get the fucking weaker opponent coming back?
You might want to see what he look like off that juice.
That's what it really is. That's what it really is, because they want to know the measuring stick of how he would look when he's not on the juice. Everybody talking, they noticing Ryan Garcia now. They actually looking at him like, they're not asking him because these fucking media guys are fucking pussy, but they looking at him like, you look different. You don't look how you looked before. And niggas they don't know to judge if it's good or bad when it comes to Ryan Garcia.
Right. They don't know. They don't know. They talking about he stopped drinking and all that. I doubt it. I doubt if somebody like that don't stop drinking. He might hide the drinking. Might not just they take his phone away when he drunk. You know what I'm saying? But
niggas talking about stop the drinking. I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. When you working out, you having a good time, you having money, nigga, you gonna take you a little sip. You know what I'm saying? Especially
shit, Devin don't drink from what I know.
No, I'm saying especially if you have a history of drinking.
Oh yeah.
You gonna take a little
my boy,
sip.
Man. You see my boy?
Who?
AB supposed to got in a fight last night at the bar.
Oh yeah. I seen some shit like that. I don't even be paying attention to that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't see the video. I couldn't tell if that was him, but he's on video. No, ain't nobody done beat me up. Bro, you like 35 and you fighting in bars when you had a promising career. You should still be in the mix. We should be talking about a Haney AB fight.
That if AB was on his shit, that could have been a possible fight.
Well, he'd be like the old head now. He'd be like the gatekeeper.
Yeah, it would have been like a fucking Zab Judah versus Danny Garcia type of fight.
Yeah, or if he was on his shit, like really,
you know, in the 2010s, it really was like that at first. In the 2010s,
but no, he was still
like
be like the top guy. He young enough to still be the top guy. He just be like the old lion, but he could still be the top guy if he was on his shit his whole career. He could still be the top guy. Yeah. Like he could be the top guy. He could be the guy like everybody need to be, like the champion, the undisputed champion. All the money was there for him. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot, man. Man,
this guy, I think it's over with, man. You got a lot.
It's over with.
You got a lot of hopes for our brothers, but it's once we start hitting the COVID years, you know, the pandemics, the 2020s, nigga. If you ain't get your shit together by then, nigga, it's over with. I'm talking about niggas from the past. If you came up from back then and if you ain't get your shit together by the pandemic, bro, it's over.
Right.
What you think about Clarissa Shields and all this situation with her Baumgartner, and they posting racist pictures of her and all this bullshit? Did you see that?
Racist pictures? Who Baumgartner posting racist?
You know, sometimes I don't like to get into the ladies' business too often. But when niggas be tweeting that shit, it come across my timeline, and I see one of my old rivals, this guy named Ring IQ. He made a graphic for, you know how we making thumbnails for our thumbnails for YouTube or whatever. Well, anyways, this guy, he posted a picture of Clarissa Shields looking like a big mouth, angry black woman. You know what I mean? And
is he what race is he?
He's like Puerto Rican from New York.
They like that, bro. They weird like that. Weird like that. Huh?
So
it's their culture, bro. They like that, bro.
So yeah, long story short, Baumgartner, she basically co-signed the shit. And
what is she though? What is she? I don't look at her. I don't know, man. You know, there's so many fucking weirdos in America now. So many mixed race and weird countries and. My grandmother came from over here and with $2 in her pocket, man. I don't be being like, I don't know.
It's nothing wrong. For me, in Art Man Apparel, it's nothing wrong being from where you're from. You can't change that. But my thing is this: y'all don't have to get on the anti-black bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't gotta get on that.
Bro, they do. They come like that, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Art, they come. That's their culture from where they bring that from their homeland.
Said Ring IQ is a clown. Yeah, Ring IQ is. I don't understand how anybody respects Ring IQ. This nigga bet me like $200 that Wilder was not gonna fight Fury a third time, and he had to pay me.
Did he pay you?
Yeah, he paid me.
Oh,
after like 3 weeks.
A lot of these guys, you know what I mean? I got another poster coming. I got a boxing channel. I'm about to start talking some real boxing shit, man. I don't know how to be.
Alicia said she was talking about her picture.
But look, feel me on this. A lot of these guys.
Okay.
What?
I'm talking to my dude, Big Soldiers MX. Okay, I get what you're saying. You're right. She could be talking about her picture, but just the optics of it look bad. It looks bad. It looks crazy. You could have just not even looked. Couldn't just not. You. Here's my thing. When you're in the light like that, and you know all eyes are watching, it's certain things that you should co-sign, and there's certain things that you shouldn't co-sign. You know that. Like, you should know.
Yeah. Right, yeah. And everybody know the climate. Ain't nobody living under a rock. That's like a hot topic right now. Well, it's always been, but it's like super hot right now. Anti-blackness. You can get rich with anti-blackness. You could really get rich just saying, oh, black people did this, black people did that. You can be, it's just so much attention on us, which is really a good thing in my opinion. We just not using it. But you know what I mean? Like it's so much attention on us. Everybody pressed about us, bro. Everybody pressed about us. So that just come with the game. You know what I mean? Like that come with the game. Even other black motherfuckers like, oh shit, oh yeah, the black community bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's that's just what it is, bro. That's what it is. These people weird as fuck about us.
Say Ring IQ hates on every black fighter but loves Canelo. You know, it is what it is.
Is he a Mexican? Oh, you said he was Puerto Rican or something.
Yeah. But shit, man. Been nice talking to you, man. I'm about to fucking just cook for a little bit before I get off. Shout out to you, brother.
All right.
Yeah, man. He said Shields legit the GOAT. Yeah. Here's my thing with Shields, man. No matter what she say, no matter what type of attitude she has, her accomplishments cannot be questioned. It can't be questioned. You could say, oh, I don't like the way Shields looks. I don't like the way Shields do her little rapping thing and all that and how she's so cocky and confident and all. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, she's the GOAT. And not just because she says she is, because she has the accomplishments to show it. So it's like either beat her or shut the hell up and just let her do her thing. Because it's that simple. It's like, what can you really say to her on the boxing tip? I don't know what Baumgartner or what's her name, Amanda Serrano are even saying. Like, I'm not even trying to follow the argument because it's like anything that y'all ladies do is going to be second to what Clarissa Shields did. If you want to challenge the GOAT, start eating some motherfucking burgers or something and put on some weight and go fight the champ. Because the champ, the woman who made history, she's not going down for you ladies. Why in the world would she go down for y'all? Y'all got to go up for her. You know what I'm saying? Figure that shit out. Until then, y'all always going to be her mini-me's, you know what I'm saying? Little, y'all can have y'all accomplishments. There's nothing wrong with being, the next person to do their thing. But just realize when you're talking to Clarissa Shields, you're talking to the best. And you may not like it, but it's the truth. Her accomplishments are louder than her fucking words. It's louder than anything that she would say. Unless you do the same or surpass her, there's nothing Amanda or Baumgartner can say. Now, women like Du Bois' sister, and what's his name, Fendora's sister, ladies like that, they're choosing their own path. They're not out here saying, "Oh, Shields, she never did it like me. She's not making money. She's not pretty like me," and all some bullshit. They're not doing that shit. They're just boxing, and they're just hoping that they can make a lane for themselves and stamp their name in the history books. That's what the fuck they want to do. Baumgartner and the other girl, Serrano, they on this Jake Paul shit. It's like Jake Paul gave him a script. Oh, when we sign you, the first thing you should do is just go attack Clarissa Shields online. That's what the fuck it looks like to me. It looks like Baumgartner and what's her face, Serrano. It's like they got a script. Attack motherfucking Shields. Attack Shields because we got a fight coming up. Like, what we talking about for real? Said nobody's near to surpass Shields. That's what I'm saying. You can't surpass her. Nobody's gonna surpass her. So just shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Make your own lane. I want to see Danny Du Bois' sister fight Baumgartner though. Aren't they around the same weight class? Somebody put me on game. Are they around the same weight class? What's her name? Carolyn Du Bois? Carolyn Du Bois versus Baumgartner. Let's set that shit up. Said that's a fact. Shaking my head. Am I lying though? It sounds like they got feeded a fucking script, bro. I know it sounds crazy, but we live in a social media era where you have to have some type of internet presence. You have to have a name on the internet. Jake Paul, their whole MVP promotions or whatever is surrounding about social media. You know what I'm saying? Everything they do involves social media. The whole got Floyd's hat and all this shit. This nigga got it tatted and shit, bro. It's all about social media with Jake Paul. Now you got two signees to motherfucking MVP promotions. Their job is to mimic motherfucking Jake Paul because he's successful doing what he does, which is hop on social media and do all this bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if MVP promotions sat them down and said, hey, per your contract, you got to be making at least this amount of posts per week. And I feel like the way to kick it off is by talking about the main topic right now in women's boxing, which is Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields, she's, everybody, they talk about her. She's so loudmouth and all that, but she's not pretty. And you ladies are pretty and you guys got the sex appeal. So I think you guys should go in there and talk about how ugly she is and how she's not making money like you guys and all this shit. And, I really feel like that's the motherfucking script and that's being fed into those ladies. And it's cool. It's cool because the world can see what the world's seeing it for what it is. People seeing it for what it is. That Baumgartner and all that. Come on now, y'all some haters and y'all not fucking with her. Y'all not fucking with Shields. Said y'all think Baumgartner was on the juice and she didn't feel. Look, at one point she was really cut up, real ripped and bulky, like real like stocky. Muscles was like arms was on You know what I'm saying? Now it looks different. Would I be a liar if I said it didn't? Let's be real. It looks different. She looks different from the past. There's one picture of her before the mayor fight, and she's fucking looks strong and bulky as shit. And then now today, she's all, she's still cut up. She got muscle, but it's not like before. And that just tends to happen when people get caught up with drug tests. Maybe she said, "Oh, this happened and that happened." I don't know. All I'm just saying, based off what I see with my own eyes, is you look real big at one point and then now you don't. And that happened between you getting caught with a drug test. Said definitely catching that Conwell fight tonight. Hell, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Said Ryan looking small. That's what I'm saying. And then y'all know it. Y'all know it. Ryan's looking smaller. Smaller, bro. Niggas, because he's not drinking. He's not drinking and he's not smoking. Bro, y'all don't know that. You don't know that. You do not know that. But one thing's for sure is you notice that he's not talking crazy on the microphone no more. He's not talking about save the kids. Where's the kids? Where's the kids? Where's the kids? Can somebody tell me where's the kids that Ryan Garcia saved? What happened to that shit? I thought there are some kids that he's supposed to be saving. Make sure y'all go to artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. Saying he looked trash on the pads and slow. Man, if this Rolly fight looks different, niggas gonna be like, damn, man. I don't know. Watch. I can't wait to see the odds versus Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney after these 2 fights. I cannot wait to see the odds. Hopefully Ryan Garcia gets past Rolly, bro. I think Dev got this one in the bag. I ain't too much concerned for Dev. Said Rolly might KO Ryan.
Fire, I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong. And I'm louder than that whole team. They got like 5 people there. Look how loud. Woo! We couldn't hear you, bitch.
Somebody said aggression and depressive-like behavior are the most common effects of nandrolone. Hold on. Yeah, you see how he's acting? Aggression and depressive-like behavior are the most common effects of nandrolone. Tyson Fury was on nandrolone and he was doing the exact same shit. Hey. But not today. This nigga's all sweet. Man, I'm about to roll up a joint. We about to listen to that press conference that they just did. Said Roid Rage. Yeah, man, that's some real, bro. Look, they talking about alcohol and weed. Nigga, bro, I've been smoking weed. Nigga, before smoking weed was cool. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't never did that. I ain't never say I'm strong. I'm strong. Ooh, ooh, in front of everybody, like, nah, what the fuck is that? Like that. And niggas trying to say, ooh, that he's just promoting the fight, but that was killing the fight. They were showing that was killing the fight, but the fans were saying that's promoting the fight. Nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Imagine a boxing where you can take steroids. I work in healthcare. Imagine saying, hey, imagine going to working in a hospital where you can just let your patients just die without even trying to save them. That would be funny, right? No, nigga, you don't joke about no shit like that, nigga. You can't joke about anything like that. Imagine if you can take steroids and go into a fight where niggas die. We just seen an African boxer fucking die in the ring. Charles Conwell, who's fighting tonight, unfortunately, end up killing Patrick Day, a boxer. Patrick Day, look it up. Conwell, Patrick Day. It's sad. And it's not Conwell's fault. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Patrick Day. But in this sport, it's very dangerous. We're not supposed to be getting punched in our head. We're not supposed to be getting punched in our elbows we're not even supposed to be punching. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if we're being honest, we're not supposed to be punching human skulls and shit like that because our body will, gonna break. That's why niggas get injuries over time. Unfortunately, he died in the ring. He died after the fight. And then you got guys like Ryan Garcia who tested positive for nandrolone and ostarine, and he's saying like, man, I wish we could just take this shit openly. Like, man, this shit. He's saying the shit and he's on the shit. He is saying it while on the fucking drugs. I wish I could just be open with it. He's basically letting you know, I wish I could just be open with me taking drugs. I wish we could just all do it because, man, I feel fucking great on this shit right now. Y'all don't even know it. I'm on it right now. Fury was acting the same way. They said you feel more confident and you feel unstoppable on screen as the side effects. Yeah, Nandrolone. I remember Vinny Paz said it too. He said it, man. Look, when you're on that shit, it makes you feel like you're on top of the world. And I know it because, not saying I know it because I'm on it, but I know that type of shit can happen because when I hit the gym and I'm feeling good, I'm young, I got this testosterone in my body. I feel good. I feel strong. When I be pumping weights and lifting weights and hitting the bag, I be feeling like, man, I'm on top of the motherfucking world. Or when I'm sparring somebody and I'm cracking them, I feel on top of the fucking world. Imagine that times 10. Imagine that feeling times fucking 10 on a drug that can neurologically do that to you, make you feel that way times 10, bro. And these niggas don't understand that shit. They don't understand. They looking at it like, oh, well, they looking at performance enhancing drugs as if it's like some pre-workout or some shit. These dumbass fans treated fucking PEDS like it's pre-workout or something. Straight up. Like it's a little bit of nothing. They treating this shit like it's pre-workout. And then, but wonder how Devin brother knew he was on steroids. Dev brother knew he was on steroids because the motherfucker was talking about it. He said Dev didn't know. He just guessing because he was on something the way Ryan was acting. Like, we all guessed it. And that's why, let's be real. I made a post on Twitter. I said, how did y'all feel when you found out that Ryan Garcia was on performance enhancing drugs when the news came out? Because this is something that Ring Magazine and all these bitch ass niggas, fucking media outlets, they ain't gonna do none of it. They ain't gonna post none of this shit. And I'm gonna call them out on this because they're not gonna ask no real questions. This nigga Ryan Garcia was using performance enhancing drugs, and nobody's gonna ask him, why did you make these comments? He said Devs, he didn't know. He said he had a dream, plus he pushing that false narrative, making it seem like they set Ryan up. And I like the question that Dev asked Ryan back, the follow-up question. He said, nigga, how did we do it? How? He want to answer that question. How did we set you up, dumbass nigga? How the fuck did we set you up? Where's that fucking Ryan Garcia Rolly? Where is that? I'm trying to find that shit. Is it on Matchroom? Oh yeah, here it is. Has evolved.
How are you feeling over there right now? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling warm, actually, surprisingly. And I'm just excited to be here amongst all these great former and world champions, man, here in beautiful New York City. Well, you know, you're fighting a guy who's certainly been overlooked, maybe disrespected to some degree. And Barboza Jr., you were an underdog against Ramirez, a bigger underdog against Jack Catterall. You went to the UK and won that fight. An even bigger underdog, May 2nd, to Teofimo Lopez. How do you feel about the lack, perhaps, of respect that you're getting right now? Oh, man, I wouldn't have it any other way. I've been disrespected my whole career. I've been the underdog my whole career, even when I was a favorite. So I'm looking forward to this fight, man. Shutting down Times Square, something historic, something for my kids to see, some of my grandkids, hopefully, and man, history's going to be made. You've already been talking smack with Teofimo Lopez. I don't think you have any other choice because he's going to talk it to you. But you said he has a lot of feminine tendencies. What did you mean by that? I just think he has like a female, man. Like, he wants all the attention all the time. He wants, okay, Shakur. Okay, Shakur. So,
The fuck you talking about Shakur for? Fuck wrong with this nigga? Shakur ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit. That nigga, something is really wrong with Tio. This nigga said, okay, Shakur. What the fuck did, bro, like, what are you even talking about? I think Tio's on drugs. He's either on drugs or he has some type of brain injury that he's not telling us about. Only way that can explain this shit.
So he says he is who he is, man. You know what I mean? And he's a clown to me, man. He's a clown to me, man. Yeah, I need feminine energy, though, man. Around a lot of women. They smack around, so it's just, it's funny to me. Love the ladies, man. How good do you think he is? Is he going to pose some problems for you May 2nd? Every fighter that comes in with Teofimo going to do something, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't worried about that. What we mostly focus on is us. We are us. We're here to take over and Times Square take over. We got a great card overall, man. This is this is a triple header. This is main events anywhere possibly. And for everybody, I mean, I'm excited, truthfully excited. I can't believe I'm here, man. Like, you pinched me, man. We actually all come from the same class other than these two all.
He said he's excited. Pinch me. He's excited because his ass is used to fighting in fucking ballrooms and shit. Small ass ballrooms. Dude really said I beat himself. Said Cambosis gave T-Ho mental illness. I think so.
But we all come from the same class. This is pretty awesome, man. And no disrespect, man. You guys got us before we did. But it's pretty dope. To really be out here and we're gonna stage in front of where they ball drop. I'm on my fabulous shit. Yeah, well, hey, Ryan, you're back in New York City again, the same place you fought your last fight against Devin Haney. You said earlier today during the press conference that you're a changed person, a changed fighter than you were last year. What do you mean by that? No, I'm just saying that was towards the outside of the ring. Just struggling with I was struggling with drinking and smoking and things that I got into that had a real hold on me.
Dev is a better man than me. I swear to God, because man, as soon as this nigga Ryan Garcia would have started talking, I'd have been like, nigga, you was sticking needles in your ass. You a bitch ass nigga, cheating ass bitch. You a cheating motherfucker. Like, I just would have just start interjecting everything that he says. Like, bro, you're a cheater. Fuck you talking about drugs and the drinking. Are you gonna mention the PED usage? Are you gonna mention the nandrolone and the ostarine? But Dev, he just on some professional shit, and I respect it, but couldn't be me.
But that's what I was speaking to. Devin, you believe that he's a different person now, or is this he's putting up a facade? I mean, he seems like a changed person. Awesome. And I know if you win your fight, you'll get a rematch with Ryan. How do you feel about rewarding him with another fight? Afterwards, I remember you saying at some point you didn't think you'd maybe ever give him another chance against you. No, I mean, I think that's the only way. I think that's the proper way to do it was, to answer the question mark that's still there. Mm-hmm. And what do you expect out of yourself when we see you May 2nd? Are you going to be a different fighter than what we're used to seeing? Yeah, no, I faced adversity, and so now I think I'm an even better fighter. I think that, it molded me to become a better version of myself, and it looks, and I will show it on May 2nd. And Jose Ramirez, you got a tough task having to face Devin Haney. You're coming off a defeat in Riyadh against Barboza. What went wrong that night, and what are we going to see from you against Devin Haney? Yeah, I was just a little unmotivated. It was I've been at 140 for a long time, and I think it took a big toll. But my hats off to Barboza. He's a great fighter, and I'm sure he'll do well May 2nd. As for me, I've been a disciplined fighter all my life. I've been doing this since the age of 8. I'm 32 years old. I was a 2012 Olympian, a world champion, and a unified world champion for a reason. I know what it takes to to go out there and and be a part of the big fights.
I just realized that Ramirez fought Barboza. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. What the fuck? Damn. So all these guys do got some history. Okay, that makes it a little bit more interesting. I gotta go watch that fight.
I'm excited about this one. Putting those extra pounds. I can really see myself be more agile on my feet. More light and more energetic.
Said Cambosa's hit him one too many times in the head. He ain't been the same. Nah, he definitely haven't been the same since that fight. I think that fight really fucked with him.
Under bright lights before, but nothing. Rolly, we haven't heard from you yet. I know you got plenty to say. This is one of the most high-profile fights you could possibly be in. You've been under bright lights before, but nothing like Times Square against someone like Ryan Garcia.
It's great to be out here. It's real great to be out here. Not right now, though. It's a little cold. But say right now? Yeah, I'm used to Vegas get cold, too, but I don't like the cold.
Yeah.
Unlike Mr. Teofimo over there who likes the cold.
Huh? Well, it's going to be warmer May 2nd. I don't know how much warmer. It will be warmer, but you've been under, like I said, the bright lights with
I don't know if you know. New York in May is still cold.
Yeah? Well, hopefully it's not this cold.
I hope it's not this cold. For sure, I hope it's not this cold.
Well, you can't wear a jacket in the ring. You have to look like Teofimo that night.
See, I'm already practicing. You've been practicing.
How do you think Ryan stacks up with the guys you've been in the ring with before?
I mean, he's quick as shit.
God, this is corny, bro.
He can pause, crack, a lot of experience. He's been doing this for how old were you when you did this? Started?
7 years old.
Yeah, how many amateur fights you had?
A lot.
Yeah, you don't even know how many. That's how many. It's a fuck ton. I mean, everybody here had a fuck ton of amateur. Well, I don't know about Barboza, but I know for sure Ramirez and Teo and Dev have. So.
You know what I like about you? Like, of course you fight to win, but at the same time you're worried about entertaining. You're worried about making the fight exciting. Is that on the menu when you fight Ryan Garcia? Is that what you're trying to do?
I don't think I worry about making the fight exciting. I think I'm just exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. And we have a great card. We have a lot of dynamic and different personalities here. And it's a card that everybody's been waiting to see. A lot of these fights people have been waiting to see.
How confident are you that you can beat Ryan?
Oh, I mean, you should. I'm the most confident fighter in the damn world. I'm going to always,
What's it take to beat him?
Got to crack him just, right there.
What the fuck?
You heard he already gave you a strategy.
Strategy's crazy, I mean, he's a strong fighter. He's he has power in his hands, so I got to be sharp the whole way through. And can't take nobody lightly. I don't. I think that his fights after Tank, I kind of see, he doesn't seem the same to me like I told him in the face-off, but he's going to have to prove me different, and we'll see.
Hey, Devin, I know obviously the left hook was a problem for you against Ryan Garcia. What have you done to change your style a little bit defensively, or have you?
No, I mean, I definitely have.
Fight back. Don't let him talk to you like that.
Shut up. God damn. Like, you don't stop talking.
Fuck no.
But anyway, no, I mean, in that fight, I showed flaws, and I went back to the drawing board, went back to the gym, and I made those corrections. So I look to show them on May 2nd.
Do you think going forward you're going to be a little more conservative, a little more defensive minded in your next fight?
No, I can't say that. Like I said, I had to correct the mistakes that I made, and I will show the difference on May 2nd.
And what about you? Obviously, the left hook was the money shot, but outside of those rounds, you dropped on the left hook.
Dev's a better man than me because I'd have been like, the left hook, I have to avoid that, but also got to avoid fighting drug cheats, because I assumed that I was going to be fighting a clean fighter, but then, guy came in dirty, so there's certain things I got to work on, and I got to prepare myself and understand that every fight is not going to be an even playing field type of fight. That's how you respond. You don't got to call him a bitch and all that shit if you wanted to, but you could be like, hey, man, look, I just got to not fight drug cheats. Real shit. That's why I kind of missed the Floyd Mayweather era, because Floyd was more savvy on the fucking mic. these young guys, Devin and all these guys, Shakur, Tank, they not as savvy on the microphone like that for real. I get it, you're professional, but at the end of the day, it's like, man, do you guys have any personality outside of being a boxer? Do y'all know? Have y'all ever had to crack jokes on a nigga? Have you ever had to defend yourself vocally? You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like a lot of these guys who's been boxing all their life, they don't really have that for real, for real. Like, besides guys like Floyd, you know what I'm saying? These new guys, they don't really have it, man. Or like Ali. Ali had it. These niggas don't have it for real. And I respect Devin and all these guys, but it's like when it comes to being on that microphone, bro, they just keep it too PG for me. Too PG, too respectful, and I get it. You have to be respectful, but when niggas is not being respectful for you, you gotta serve them up verbally. And I'm not saying you gotta call them all types of bitches and hoes and all that shit. But there's multiple ways that you can serve a nigga up, especially Ryan Garcia. It's too easy. It's too easy. The guy popped dirty for PEDS. Just bring that shit every time. Unless this nigga signs some type of non-disclosure contract or some bullshit like that, saying you can't mention certain things. I don't know. But that right there, Dev, you got to speak up a little bit more. Said Jose finna miss weight on purpose. That's why he lied, saying they're moving up to 147. Oh, hell no. Nah. He better not miss weight. That'd be fucked up if he do.
He was winning most of, if not all, those rounds. Are you feel like you're getting a little too over-reliant on that left hook?
No, I mean, I've always had that in my, arsenal.
From the left hook, he was winning most of, if not all, those rounds. Are you feel like you're getting a little too over-reliant on that left hook?
No, I mean, I've always had that in my, arsenal since I was amateur. Everybody knows it. So that's not going to go away. That's not going to change. I think that I had a fight in spots. Personally, I think that Devin's very sharp, but I try to, give him different looks to, catch him off balance, catch him on moments where, he's not prepared for. And I think I did that well. And, that's what gave me the victory. But he's not going to be easy.
And these niggas talking about the fight like he won the fucking. Hey, man, look. Different breed, man. Different breed.
In the rematch, I don't expect it. We're going to.
Okay, if niggas in that, hold on.
Hey, and that's a
Fighter
Listen to
on this
this shit.
dais right now.
the weather, man.
What's that?
The weather.
Who has your respect to these guys?
No, hey, listen, anybody that steps in the ring, man, that's already big cojones right there. That's in that term, there's big balls in that. So I respect all of them that step in the ring. It's not easy. Any punch could really change our life, and then if anything can end our life. We just lost another fighter, I think this past weekend, and it just sucks that we get to see those things happen. But this is the price that we pay.
You said the takeover is taking over Times Square. What has to happen in that fight for you to consider a job well done against Barboza? You got to stop him?
I think it's just having fun. I think my best I would say my best attributes are from having fun. Every time I'm just being free spirited.
I thought you stopped the live, bro.
Speak to me.
Nah, I did stop the live. I'm cooking. I'm chopping it up with y'all before I go to the gym. I'm just chopping, listening it up. This is my first time listening to this Times Square bullshit that they talking about. And I ain't gonna lie, with Dev, he's a little bit too respectful for me in this, but it is what it is.
I'm there in the ring and just allow it to, instead of fighting against the current, just becoming one that night with boxing, however they want to portray it that night. You know, the hard work is in the gym, absolutely, and then we just got to have fun, you know. So for me, it's not really about just always knockouts. I mean, you got guys here in this, just here sitting with us that maybe they don't get the knockouts, but they're still entertaining in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really that. I don't necessarily got to put pressure on myself on that level. You know, it's just having fun.
Arnold, you've been able to get guys out of their rhythm. You did it in your last fight against Jack. You seem to do it against Jose as well. How do you get Teofimo Lopez out of his rhythm and beat him?
I think it's just being myself, you know, being myself and fighting the way I fight. You know, I feel like this fight is going to go on my pace like it's been going for all my career. You know, I fight my pace. I fight, you know, do what I want to do in the ring. So as long as I'm myself, man, you know, I feel like I pull this victory off, you know. So you know, I'm excited, man. Like I said, this is history right here with these guys. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I know they're as excited as I am. So I'm ready to go.
Is he the best fighter you have faced, you think?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think so. You know, you gotta give credit's due. You know, he did his thing too. You know what I'm saying? But that's something I look up to. You know, I like to fight to, you know, to a competition. You know what I'm saying? So
never anything ever changed after that. You know?
I still remember. Look, Ryan Garcia, his crazy ass. I still remember where it was thoughts that he might not even show up for the fight, and Haney could have fought Barboza. They made Barboza the replacement fighter for Haney if Ryan Garcia pulled out the fucking fight.
That's a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, you know, his dad, you can see who raised him, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? You look at my pops, you look at his pops, you see a difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm
dynamic
duo. I'm a real man. My dad raised a real man. So we don't have a real man role model. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucking clown show.
It's what we do,
guys. Everyone sitting here could agree with that.
Yeah, damn right. I'll say that. Yeah, we are. We're the biggest clowns in this shit. But that's what makes it that much greater. That's why I train every day. That's why I train even more, because I know what it takes. All I gotta do is lose by you, because the odds are already in your favor. Whether they want to put it in different atmosphere. I've been here. They gave me my first stain loss before any of y'all niggas. Before any of
your
y'all.
hometown.
Oh, what?
It never works that way.
Oh, what? What? Hey, am I tweaking? Nah, he did not just say that. No fucking way.
For the atmosphere. I've been here. They gave me my first stain loss before any of y'all niggas. Before any of y'all.
Your hometown.
It never works that way, bro. It's business. It's a business.
Hey, I thought the gas finally got me, bro. I'm thinking to myself, oh, no, I'm hearing things now. I'm hearing things, man. Nah. I got to put the tree down. No, this nigga really said this shit. No fucking way.
Atmosphere. I've been here. They get. I've been.
Man, what the fuck? He ain't just say that shit. Did y'all hear that shit? I just posted that shit on Twitter because I'm like, I didn't hear nobody bring this shit up. This nigga's weird, bro. Talking about y'all niggas. Y'all niggas. What you got niggas on your mind for?
Yeah, I've been here. They gave me my first stain loss before any of y'all niggas. Before any of y'all.
Your hometown.
It never works that way, bro.
Before any of y'all niggas. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Said Tio is a typical Latin racist towards blacks, but they're single every day. Yeah, and that's what I see. I definitely see it. I definitely see it. Sad reality. I definitely see it. Tio's a fucking clown, bro. That's nowhere to spin it. Besides, he's just a fucking clown. Ain't no other way to spin it besides this nigga's a clown. How you gonna talk shit about black folks and then want to use black folks lingos, talk about bananas and all this shit, but then you want to be the first one saying niggas? Weird. Weird shit. Tio's fucking weird, bro. I just don't understand it. He said he act like LA Mexicans. All right, at least Barbeau don't say that shit on camera. Like, god damn.
Bro, remember that. It's a business. They did it to me before any of you guys. Did what? Did what to you? The business aspect of boxing, all right? On, so my thing is, I know what I'm coming up from. The fact that they were going to give you and let you hold that belt right there, the Fatal Fury. You're saying Cambosis didn't beat your ass. Bro, what? You're saying Cambosis didn't beat your ass? No, he did not. Oh, my God, bro. What are you talking about? He didn't?
Thank you, Barboza.
You're fucking stupid. I beat my own ass.
Thank you, Barboza. Thank you, Barboza, for fucking reminding this nigga. Hold on, bro. Yeah, Barboza keeps it solid. Yeah. I ain't never heard no fuck shit from Barboza.
Oh, my God. No, he did not. Oh, my God. For any of you guys. Did what? Did what to you? The business aspect of boxing, all right? On, so my thing is, I know what I'm coming up from. The fact that they were going to give you and let you hold that belt right there, bro, the Fatal Fury. You're saying Cambosis didn't beat your ass. Bro, what? You're saying Cambosis didn't beat your ass? No, he did not. Oh, my God, bro. What are you talking about? No, fuck, bro. You fucking stupid. I beat my own ass. Oh, my God. He didn't stop. I did it to myself. Oh, man. Absolutely. How many times they postponed that fight? How many times? No, when y'all fought. Did he beat your ass when y'all fought? No, he did not. I put him down in the 10th round with my conditions on top of that.
What condition, nigga?
You shouldn't be talking right now about beating asses. Because the man's to my left, I got my O. I got my O. Do you? You got your O. I got my O. Do you? I got my ring. You got your ring? Okay, I had a ring. You had. And I gave it up. Plural. I gave it up. Yeah. And I get that one. And I get that one too. No. I get that one too. I have.
This nigga said plural? What? This nigga said plural. What?
You got your ring? Okay, I had a ring. You had. And I gave it up. Plural. I gave it up. Yeah. And I get that one.
And I get that one too.
No,
I get that one too.
I have.
You have an O.
I have a have.
Okay then.
An O.
Cambosis fucked you up.
Who cares about O's?
Cambosis
Muhammad Ali had 5 losses.
Cambosis
Sugar Ray Leonard had losses.
Cambosis fucked you up.
Shit. Ryan Garcia has losses. This is his main event.
Cambosis fucked you up.
Shit. But why he ain't asking for another one? But I ain't even focused on that. Man, that guy's a sucker. You is what I'm focused on. You heard? And you gonna get it.
You gonna get your ass beat, dog.
All Diddy. No Diddy, all Diddy.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why your ass didn't want to fight. There's a reason why Top Rank kept your ass hidden like a little baby,
nah,
bro.
Man.
Get your ass out of here, man.
Right. You heard Devin say
the fuck
basically,
up,
I still
baby.
have an O. How do you feel about that last fight? How do you view the result and how it's affected your career?
I feel like I won the fight no matter what. You know, I think that was set up, you know, in case they lost. That's how I truly feel.
What?
What rubs me the wrong way is how his brother knew that I was going to test
how could you
positive.
How
do you know? How do you know?
How could we set it up?
How do you know?
He said he had a
How do
dream.
you know, though?
Wait.
And you gonna get it.
You gonna get your ass beat, dog.
All Diddy. No Diddy, all Diddy.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why your ass didn't want to fight. There's a reason why Top Rank kept your ass hidden like a little baby,
nah,
bro.
Man.
Get your ass out of here, man. Shut up.
Ryan, you heard Devin say basically, I still have an O. How do you feel about that last fight? How do you view the result and how it's affected your career?
I feel like I won the fight no matter what. You know, I think that was set up, you know, in case they lost. That's how I truly feel. What rubs me the wrong way is how his brother knew that I was gonna.
I'm glad y'all told me to watch this shit because I'm just sitting here just listening like, what? You niggas really sit here and argue with me all day, every day over this? This nigga saying this shit? Y'all believe him when he says they set him up? Who's they?
Here, man. Shut up.
Fight. How do you view the result? The result and how it's affected your career.
I feel like I won the fight no matter what. You know, I think that was set up, you know, in case they lost. That's how I truly feel. What rubs me the wrong
fight. How do you view the result and how it's affected your career?
Hold on, I'm gonna play it just a couple seconds back because, like, what the fuck? This is who y'all argue with me every day over this shit for real online. I don't be arguing, but this is what y'all try to say to me every day that y'all believe this guy Ryan Garcia after he did said some stupid shit like this.
I still have an O. How do you feel about that last fight?
Get out of here, man. Shut up.
Ryan, you heard Devin say basically.
You gotta be one stupid motherfucker to believe Ryan Garcia wasn't on the gym. That's why I don't believe people when they try to defend Ryan Garcia because I'm like, nah, there's no way because this just not making any sense. There's no way. No fucking way. This makes sense to y'all.
Get out of here, man. Shut up.
Ryan, you heard Devin say basically, I still have an O.
Get out of here, man. Shut up.
Ryan, you heard Devin say basically.
Hold on. This shit is crazy. This shit is fucking crazy, man. Like, what? This shit is crazy.
Brian, you heard Devin say basically, I still have an O. How do you feel about that last fight? How do you view the result and how it's affected your career?
I feel like I won the fight no matter what. I think that was set up, in case they lost. That's how I truly feel.
Brian, you heard Devin say basically, I still have an O. How do you feel about that last fight? How do you view the result and how it's affected your career?
I feel like I won the fight no matter what. I think that was set up, in case they lost. That's how I truly feel.
Nah, this is crazy. Nah, this is crazy. No way. I said, now I'm posting on Twitter. I said, no way. There's no way anybody older than 25 should be arguing with me about Ryan Garcia chin situation. This shit is crazy. Like, what? Like, not real shit. You got look, when it comes to niggas defending Ryan Garcia, you just gotta just cut the bullshit. Just start questioning niggas' intelligence. Like, bro, you gotta be a stupid motherfucker to believe this shit. Like, I'm a grown ass man. This is some my fucking dog ate my homework ass fucking excuse, bro. You gotta be a stupid motherfucker to believe this shit. Listen to this shit.
Set up,
Brian, you heard Devin say basically, I still have an O. How do you feel about that view the result and how it's affected your career?
I feel like I won the fight no matter what. I think that was set up, in case they lost. That's how I truly feel. Black hip hop.
Like, real shit. Like, you just gotta on some real shit, bro. You can't even argue with niggas for real, for real. There's not even arguing. If anybody over the age of 23, 25 are saying Ryan Garcia he did not cheat Devin Haney and believe that he was actually set up, just stop talking to these niggas, because they're truly not right in it. Some's not right. Some's not clicking there. And you got to remember, not everybody was insert. Not everybody rode the long bus. A lot of folks rode shorter buses. I'm just going to leave it at that. And with social media, you can't really there's no real divide, that you can see. But when you look at it, when you hear these niggas talk, man, you should just know. You should just know which niggas is who's riding the short bus for real, because this shit's crazy, man. There's no fucking way, bro. Oh no. Like, what? Nah, real shit. You gotta be an idiot though. Just too many of them got voices these days, and that's why, like, on some real shit, I don't be trying to sound cocky or nothing like that, but I really don't be listening to too many people talk boxing. I don't. Like, I don't be on YouTube listening to too many people. I used to be like that back in the day when I first started to get back into the sport. I used to just listen to everybody, but nowadays, I hardly listen to anybody for real. There's only a handful of people that talk boxing that I respect for real, for real. And you might see me pop up on their channels, say here and there, but there's not too many people I can speak boxing with or listen to, because there's no fucking way that I'm the only one hearing this shit. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that it's just me and y'all in this chat that believes that Ryan Garcia is full of shit. Like, what? Do you not hear? Man, do I have to play the foot? Man,
you know, in case they lost, that's how I truly.
Ryan, you heard Devin say basically, I still have an O. How do you feel about that last fight? How do you view the result and how it's affected your career?
I feel like I won the fight no matter what. You know, I think that was set up. You know, in case they lost, that's how I truly feel.
Ryan, you.
Like, what? Nah, no way.
Man, get your ass out of here, man. Shut up.
Ryan, you heard Devin say basically, I still have an O. How do you feel about that last fight? How do you
really feel? What rubs me the wrong way is how his brother knew that I was going to test
how could you
positive.
How can we set you up, dumbass nigga?
How can we set it up?
How do you know?
He said he had a
How do
dream.
you know, though? How do you know? Nobody wants to answer that question. How do you know?
He didn't know.
The shit that the fact that when you guys aired it out, ESPN, you're with ESPN. Where? In Connecticut? Was you at the headquarters?
I was in LA. What are you talking
You
about?
was in LA though, right? But that was quick.
That was quick
for them to announce the fact that he was popped on.
I live in LA. I went to the headquarters. You said I was in Connecticut. You don't know what you're talking about.
No matter what it was, headquarters.
No matter what it was,
but the main headquarters in Connecticut.
I went to the one in LA.
I thought you was gonna be in the main one. My bad.
No, I didn't. I was in LA.
Shit. No matter what the case, they aired it out the same fucking day. ESPN. And the only reason why ESPN now is putting the Undisputed thing now is because they leaving Top Rank and we could sue them for defamation.
For what?
The fact that I became undisputed against Lomachenko.
You're delusional.
Winner takes all.
You're delusional.
A lot of y'all could sue and I don't do it because I ain't this.
You're delusional.
I ain't this sucker.
You're delusional.
This man sues. We don't
delusional.
Sue. We just take it to the chin. It is what it is, and we keep it moving. We keep it stepping. And you know what? By the grace of God that it be, that's why we're sitting here with all these great, wonderful champions. All right?
Well, Devin, how do you feel that you have a fight and there's already another fight booked, the rematch with Ryan? Does that bother you?
Nah, at the end of the day, my main focus is Ramirez because, you know, what if I don't win that fight, then I don't get to the Ryan fight. So that's my main focus right now.
Let's find a way for you.
Then,
let's find a way.
Shut the fuck up.
Jose, how do you view this? Do you view
all
this?
you do is ramble all day. That's all you do. That's all you do.
What are you
rambling all day?
Go get $6 me.
So how did he know he catch me? Like, what the fuck? That's the question? How did he know? Like, bro, imagine you fucking do a murder and somebody guessed that you're the killer. And you're like, nigga, how do you know I killed her? How do you know I did it? How did you know? How did you know I did it? What do you mean? Oh, I'm about to get to this comment. Hold on. Said Art, you my guy, but at some point you have to give Ryan credit. Most of y'all said he was a C, but they tied his Art. So he's just better than you thought. Nah. And you ain't my nigga. I've never heard of you a day in my life, nigga. Talk about 9-4 Black Robbie, nigga. I ain't never heard you a day in my fucking life, nigga. You ain't never bought no Art Better Pearl hoodie or shirt for me, nigga. I don't know who the fuck you are, nigga. Troll ass account, nigga. You don't know me, nigga. And first of all, Ryan is trash. He's trash. Literally, the only rounds he won was the rounds that he knocked Devin Haney was in. Knocked him down in. And he was able to knock him down because he was on performance enhancing drugs, which gave him a unnatural strength advantage. But you niggas don't get it. Niggas is kind of slow, so I get it though. So I bet he gets played on the daily saying that shit. Like, bro, like, nigga, these dumbass niggas, they don't be knowing shit. They too green.
Do you feel this like you mentioned you've been struggling, you were focused your last? Do you view this as kind of your last chance? I gotta listen to make an impression. Hold on, Tio.
Yeah,
Right, shut up, Tio.
Sure. I think I'm excited about this version of myself. Like I said, moving up to 147, and I can see myself being stronger, being more energetic. But it's crazy how Devin Haney has more respect for me than the media. I'm calling Brian Garcia Devin Haney too, and the fight hasn't even happened between me and Devin Haney.
Yeah.
And he's over here saying I had to go past rumors first before you guys even say it. You guys said it at the press conference a couple times. I just hope if God willing everything goes well my way, May 2nd, we'll see if Ryan Garcia fights me next. We'll see about that.
And Rolly,
I don't even know what to say to Ramirez, bro. I want to keep it PG. Ramirez talking about, so y'all disrespecting me, man, because y'all talking about fighting Ryan Garcia. Hey, that's true though. They is fucking disrespecting the fuck out of him. I get it though. I get it.
Feel that these guys have a fight.
I'm calling Brian Garcia Devin Haney too, and the fight hasn't even happened between me and Devin Haney.
Yeah.
And he's over here saying I had to go past rumors first before you guys even say it.
Yeah, these niggas be just saying Jose missing weight. Yeah, he looked kind of big. I'm not gonna lie, he looks big, and Dev might still fight him anyways. He definitely looked big. That's crazy. But he's a professional. I think he'll make the weight. I don't think Ramirez never. I don't think he ever missed weight before. I think he'll make the weight. I didn't even see Rolly's last fight. How Rolly even look?
I've had these dental implants for 6 months now. He's welcome the hard hit now to give instructions.
Oh shit, Rolly's strong as shit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit. I'm over here watching Rolly last fight. Ain't this dude Mason knocked out though? Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Rolly's still strong. Rolly's still strong. I'm not gonna lie. Hell yeah. And then he's about to be fighting at a bigger weight class too. And he's not gonna be struggling to make the weight. Yeah, he's definitely gonna. I would not be surprised if Rolly versus Ryan Garcia looks Not even on some hating shit. Just based off the styles alone and these guys having history, I would not be surprised if this fight is even remotely competitive until it isn't. I feel like motherfucking Rolly strong. He might catch him with a strong left hook or a right hook or an uppercut. I literally just watched the highlights of it. I think he's pretty good when it comes to the strength wise. As a skill wise, he's trash. Defense trash. Flat footed as fuck. But he's really strong, and I wouldn't be surprised if he even drops Ryan Garcia. If he drops him, what happens? So I don't know the fact that they want to line say moving the weight up to win first straight. Yeah, I've heard that with the Ramirez. I've heard that, but yeah, back to Rolly. I would not be surprised if this fight looks really fucking competitive. Because one day I sat there and watched the fucking sparring, and even though it was a long time ago, these guys still fight the same. They're still fucking flat footed, still flat footed. But Rolly might get flat. They said Rolly got to make it ugly. He got to make it ugly. He got to make it real, real ugly. I think Ramirez about to get his ass outboxed, and he knows it. Robert Garcia knows it. So now they just saying anything. They wishing on a star right now, if we being honest. They definitely wishing on a star right now. Say I want Ryan to win because I don't want excuses when he get watched by Devin in October. Yeah. Me too. I don't want no excuses. So I want Ryan to win. I definitely want Ryan to win. But I think my dude Vovo was right, though. I think he was right. I think the only reason why Ryan has the easier fight is because they want to see what he looks like off the juice. If he can still like maintain without looking too crazy. I think that's the truth.